let me just back up a little bit. Country Cold Store, for those who don't know, would have been in existence since 1969.
Yes.
So we're actually going to be 54 years in existence in October. The company was started by Mr. and Mrs. James Lewis, who are my parents, and I thank for them and for the vision that God has given to them to start this business. We believe that God has given us this business, and He will take care of it and see it through to the end. We have seen evidence of this in many ways. The
Yes.
company, since its inception, has gone through revolution in 1979, intervention in 1983. We've gone through Ivan in 2004. We've gone through a recessionary period, 2008 to 2012. And recently we've been through COVID in 2019, and we're still standing strong. It is that God is in control of this business. And so we believe our purpose here is serving God and serving people. All right. And therefore, the company operates on two basic principles, I would say. We have the business principle, and we also operate on the biblical principle. And from the biblical principle, one such thing is service to God, as I said before, through giving and through serving people. So in scripture, it tells us it is more blessed to give than to receive. If there is a principle in giving. And so therefore, we have seen the blessings, we have experienced the blessings, we have received the blessings of Almighty God through our giving. And our company gives a lot, but we don't blow our trumpets because we don't look for anything in return, because we know God is going to bless tenfold, sevenfold. And so this is the main reason why we choose to support this event, because we believe it is more blessed to give than to receive. And once you're in a position to so do, we believe we have a divine responsibility to do that. And I must also say another important reason why we've chosen to do that is because we recognize that most corporate businesses, they do not support gospel events or activities one reason or the other. And so we believe that because our business is not a Christian business, because there's nothing as a Christian business, but it's a business that is run by some Christians, and we understand what God requires of us in this particular situation and the biblical principle that we operate on. We chose to do this because we know God will bless in one way or the other.
Certainly happy to hear that, and I mean I feel touched by, of course, the whole of course statement that you made in terms of what has driven you to this. It's not just doing it for the doing its sake, but doing it there because your business is out there for, of course, to offer the assistance when it's definitely needed. And Zephnnie, you getting that assistance from Country Cold Store, how does it feel in terms of moving forward with the entire promotion and stuff like that?
Okay, so we're humbled and we are blessed and we thank God for for Country Cold Store, and we know that God is going to bless their business, and we what the legacy that we want to leave behind, JT, is that we touch somebody. Christ was ministered to somebody through what we are doing, and Country Cold Store, my sister said they don't blow their own horn, but I would like to blow their horn for them today, because my wife is on the line, okay? And 1986, Country Cold Store sponsor an event, a crusade that was going around the island, going around the country, bringing Jesus to the local communities. And in Grenville, that's in Victoria Park, I remember Pastor Selwyn Hailing and the Grenada, that crusade was there, and my wife got saved in that crusade. So it's full circle, and she's on there this morning. And we thank God for Country Cold Store, because Country Cold Store sponsored that event back then, and she got saved. So that's the legacy that we leave. So she got saved. So we have somebody here that we know that giving worked, because back then it helped somebody, it helped her. So we are here today. We are gonna do what we're doing together with Country Cold Store. So somebody maybe years after we leave gonna say, well, because of Country Cold Store, Zephnnie Mcleod and Cherry and McLeod, I got saved in that event. So that's what we're doing. That's why we're doing this. So we really thank God for Country Cold Store, and we thank God for for what He's doing and He's gonna be doing through this event.
All right, all right. So let me say hi to your wife, and of course, welcome to the Mid-Morning Buzz. Certainly happy to have you with us this morning. How do you feel? How do you feel about the event that's coming up? The getting together with Country Cold Store, of course, and everything. How do you feel? I understand it's back then because of an event that was sponsored by Country Cold Store back then. You were able to be saved. That's happy to hear that. How do you feel this morning being part of the event coming up?
Well, I feel great about it. I just feel that God has really bring this full circle, because as my husband said, I got saved during that crusade that Pastor Selwyn Helen had back in 1986. And what he didn't tell you is that not only did I get saved, my mom was, my grandma, who I grew up with, she was staunch Anglican. We weren't allowed to go to the Pentecostal church, but my other grandma really had sowed a seed when I was younger, by bringing me into the Pentecostal church. And so when that crusade happened, I asked her if she could let me go and stuff like that. And she said, of course. She said, you have to do this, you have to do that before you go. And, I did everything that she wanted me to do. And I went. And not only did I get saved after that, I'm sorry, but my eyes are running. But not only did I get saved, but my entire family got saved. My grandma got saved. My grandpa got saved. My uncles who were at the house at the time, they all got saved. So it didn't just stop with me. Mm-hmm. It went on in my family. So I'm really excited about the whole event. And, being here in Grenada, if you can see my background.
Yeah, I'm taking notice of that.
I'm in Grenada, and being here, to hear people talk about, oh yes, we're going to that concert, we're going to go to that concert, and it's exciting, and I'm happy about it. Now it's very costly, as we all know, but I'm so grateful to Country Cold Store for putting in what they are able to put in to help us to bring the gospel to people. And it's really about saving souls. It's not so much about making a profit. It's more about saving soul. And even if one soul comes to know Christ at that point in that concert, it would have all been worth it. So we are continuing to pray and really seek the face of God that, people would come out and really, souls would be delivered and souls would be saved in Grenada.
All right, man. I'm certainly happy to hear that. Zephnnie, once again, I'm assuming you've been in conversation with Donnie. How is he feeling? What's the anticipation brewing for him to be in Grenada once again?
Well, I have some good news, and I have some news that I want to pass on to the public. Okay, before we go there, but we know that if you go to get your tickets at Country Cold Store, you're going to get a discount price.
Great.
Okay.
That's good news.
All right. So just good news. The other thing is Pastor Donnie is all excited about coming. And one of the things that we have right now that he asked me, he wants to have a choir in a local choir singing together with him. So we putting it out there. We need five sopranos. We need 5 altos, and we need 5 tenors. So if you can sing, and if you think, and not just think you can sing, but if you can really sing, and you're good at what you do, we are asking you to come on board with us and and be in line so that you can get audition. You can get there's going to be an audition. There's going to be you can give us your information, send your name, your email address. We're going to have a Zoom with you. We're going to set up with you, and you can be singing with Pastor Donnie McClurkin on the night of the event. So not just the people that are the local artists that sing in there. So he's so excited. He wants to have a cast from Grenada singing together with him. That's going to do 3 songs that they're going to do with, and it's going to be Grenadian song.
All right, great.
It's going to be the song from Grenada. Yes.
So tell me, now you just mentioned that in terms of individual interested in probably being part of that choir that's going to sing along with Donnie. Now tell me, give me some information that, or you would like to spill that information out now in terms of the contact information, because I'm assuming there any individuals right now who are listening or viewing would like to get in contact. You understand?
Yes.
If you could spill that information out, so they probably could jot it down. I will also jot it down, and I will also throw it out about when we wrap up the interview. I could probably throw it out as the morning moved along. Sort of lost Zephnnie for a minute.
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry, my phone I'm on my phone, so.
All right.
Hello?
Yeah, we here with you. So
okay.
I was asking if you can throw that information out in terms of the
Yes.
contact information that folks could get in contact with you folks. I'm not sure if it would be for your wife as she's in Grenada, or with you, or even the folks
Yes.
from Country Cold Store. Just get the information out so that they could get in contact with you folks.
Yes, so they can send us an email at mcleod.zm, Grenadian style, zm @gmail.com.
All right.
If they send out that email, they send us the information through that email. We can set up a meeting with them. We can get in touch with them, and we can really, we're gonna have some, we're gonna talk to them and find out, can they really sing? Can you really sing? If you sing, you're a worship leader wherever you are. We wanna really get you in on this, and not just the groups that we have singing, on the night of the event, like, the Ajamos and the, Nicoles, but we want to have, more of the local pastors and the churches, coming together and having this event, not just, also, yes. So if they send that the information to our email, we can really, get that information out to them and schedule them for the audition.
All right. Now, back to your wife once again. Let me just ask you this one. You've been in Grenada, I'm assuming, for the last couple of days, how long you've been here. What has that feedback has been for you in terms of speak? You said you did speak some individual, and the enthusiasm is great. How does it feel to knowing that, there's such a strong feeling of wanting to come onto a concert of that nature?
Well, it feels great. It feels awesome. Being in Grenada, and of course, when you're in New York, it's a difference because you're not really sure what is going on the ground in Grenada. And being here and talking to people and hearing them and talking to friends of friends, and your friends telling you, oh yes, we have a group that is coming from our workplace, and I was just talking to one of the neighbors here, and she was saying, oh yes, we coming, me and my husband and my family, we're coming. I was talking to another friend who's a nurse, and she said, oh, there's so many people in the hospital who's talking about coming. So it feels really, really good to know that, people are excited about a gospel concert, because, we always see and we always hear about secular concerts that is going on, and, the stadium is filled. And I just feel that it is a blessing if you could come and worship God, the God that created this entire universe. The God that knows your name. He knows who you are. He knows your thoughts, even before you even mention your thoughts, or even if you speak it, he knows you. So what a great time to come on a day that we really celebrate, Christ dying for our sins, and knowing that he's not dead, but he is still alive. What a time to come and worship God and give God praise. So I'm excited about it. I'm happy to be here, and, I'm looking for great things. Thank you.
All right, great. And we go finally to Ms. Gabriel once again, and of course, give us some, of course, final thoughts in terms of your association with the event coming up. And of course, you have tickets, and of course, tickets at your establishment will have a reduce in terms of the cost. And just give that final encouragement to folks to come on out and be part of the event.
Okay, thanks for the opportunity. And Mr. McLeod mentioned something that is important because she said, in the secular world, where you have those concerts and by those artists and who are renowned, and the stadium is full. And when you have a gospel concert, sometimes the stadium is just like quarter filled. And so we're just trusting God that, with this particular concert, that we have a full stadium, that, Grenada would be changed, Grenada would be blessed. And we're happy to be able to do this, as I said, because I realize the world supports its own. So when you have events like Carnival, and so you'll hear some corporate companies throwing $100,000, $200,000, and you have those big concerts and so by international singers, and they're throwing in $50,000. But when it comes to a gospel concert, we have a challenge. But we want to thank God that we are able to support this in this way. And we're just really looking forward to great and awesome things. On April the 7th, we're encouraging Grenadians, everyone, whether you're a Christian, whether you're not, Pentecostal, Baptist, Seventh-day, just come out and let's have a great time in the presence of the Lord on April 7th. God is good and will continue to be good to us and to Grenada on the whole.
All right. Thank you so much.
That's my encouragement.
All right. And with you being part of it, it's certainly going to be a blessing and an inspiration also for other companies who may want to be part of course, concerts of that nature. And never know, by you being on this program here this morning, may just encourage someone, another sponsor who wants to pop in and bring that extra blessing that the concert may certainly be needed. How you feel about that, Zephnnie?
Yes, well, we will welcome any help that can be given. And it's hard by the yard, but it's easier by the inch. So if everybody comes together and we put our resources together, we can move this world, and we can really get souls being saved and coming to the.
All right. I got to lost Zephnnie for a minute, but it's almost getting to the part where we have to wrap for this morning. I want to thank you folks for being with us this morning. Zephnnie, of course, your wife, Ms. Gabriel, I want to thank you folks for being with us this morning. And of course, I certainly said that call out there to all folks. Go on out, get your tickets at the outlets, and get ready for that concert coming out. And of course, the blessing that is certainly going to flow at the time. Anything you want to say finally before we take a wrap?
Yes,
Zephnnie?
Yes, JT. I want to appeal to all the pastors, the pastors and the ministers out there. Pastor Donnie will be meeting with all the pastors on the island that are interested and want to come on out. Pastor Donnie is gonna be meeting.
We have Zephnnie is having a little bit. No, you have a little bit of problem with your phone. Keep tripping from time to time.
Yes, somebody keep calling me.
All right.
Yeah, 6 p.m. on the Thursday at it's going to be at St. George's Baptist Church by Pastor Stanford. We're going to have all the pastors. We're going to be meeting there with you. So if you want to come on out, meet with Pastor Donnie, talk with him. He's going to bring his heart. He's going to share his heart with you. So please, if you are listening, wherever you are, you're a pastor. If you have your pastor, let him know that this is going to be happening on the Thursday evening before the event. Pastor Donnie is going to be meeting with all the pastors here on the island. So wherever you are, please come on out and let's do this for Jesus.
All right.
Amen.
All right, I want to thank you folks for being with us this morning. It's about time for us to take a wrap for today. It's a pleasure to have you folks as always. Hope we could have another session just before the concert occurs, and we certainly get loads more information in terms of throwing out. Thanks once again to all of you folks for being part of the Mid-Morning Buzz and sharing the info you did share this morning. Thanks once again.
Thank you.
All right.
God bless you.
Welcome. Thank you. Have a great day.
All right. Hey, folks, that's how we take a wrap for the Mid-Morning Buzz to here on the Classic 105 and also on GBN TV. I want to thank all the folks who viewed and were listening. Hey, folks, don't forget, go on out, get your tickets, and be part of the Donnie McClurkin Concert coming out.
Kirani James blazed the tracks at the National Stadium. Anderson Peters dominated at the same venue. Both were elite athletes before moving on to the international circuit. Grenada, the pursuit of glory has returned as secondary schools are back on the track and in the field. And GBN is here to shine the spotlight on our emerging stars. Join us for the live broadcast of the annual Intercall Games on GBN television. Coverage begins 9 a.m. on March 28th. 3 days, 74 events, 23 schools, 2 champions to be crowned. Republic Bank Inter-Secondary Schools Athletics Championship, March 28th, 29th, and the 30th at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. GBN, with you, everywhere and anywhere.
Made possible by Guardian General Insurance, Rubis, get going, Dasani Water and Power Aid, and the National Lotteries Authority.
Welcome to the highly anticipated second season of Caribbean Medical TV, the first and only medical TV series that showcases the Caribbean and the emerging issues on all health and wellness forums in our region. Like season 1, the voices of our very own citizens, our local and regional doctors and medical experts forged the basis of the show. This season, we take the first groundbreaking original show even further. This series aims to empower our people with knowledge, from ways of detecting to ways of healing ourselves, protecting citizens with chronic diseases from COVID-19, while showing how they can manage their conditions effectively and safely receive needed health care while preserving what constitutes the very core of our Caribbean culture, its predilection for flavor, spirit, and rhythm. This is truly a holistic wellness agenda for our Caribbean people.